Before you know it, it's going to be 2025. Today's the day before, the big day where we pick the next person for 4 years. And then you got Thanksgiving, and then you got Christmas. And before you know it, people will be talking about their New Year's goals and all the above. There's going to be so much distractions before then. I don't celebrate holidays. I don't believe in man-made stuff like that. So the whole shopping and stressing myself out and worrying about this and worrying about that, yeah, that's not anything I worry about or I waste my energy on. I don't need a day to spoil somebody if I want to spoil them. But what I'm getting at is, if you're going to set a New Year's goal, everybody always wants to talk about, like losing weight or change my diet or this, that, and the third. Can we please just focus on loving ourselves truly, authentically? Because if you love yourself truly, all these things that you want, like losing weight, a diet, and all that stuff, will come. It's like a domino effect. But the first domino is loving yourself, and then the rest will fall. And you may say, oh, I got kids, I got this. What do you think you're showing your kids? You're showing your kids to love themselves. And when you love yourself, you have that love, that special love that you can give somebody else. Not only that, it also brings a lot of things to the surface that maybe should be part of your past. Especially, if circumstances, situations, people, relationships aren't healthy. Because once you actually truly put the love you deserve within yourself, you will realize who truly loves you and who don't. Or you'll realize that they don't have the type of love you're looking for. There's so much tension going on, and especially with, that thing tomorrow where we pick the person for the next 4 years. There's got to be a lot of people that aren't going to be happy after it. And then you're going to have all these distractions, and then it's going to be the holidays, and before you know it, the tension's going to be so high going into the new year that... But that's why I'm bringing this up. Because it's very beneficial to you, yourself, and you to actually truly put the love, the energy, the effort, all these things into yourself. Because why? You deserve it. And nobody else is going to do it for you. So why not do it? So it does benefit you 100%. But not only does it benefit you, it benefits the ones around you. It benefits Mother Gaia. Mother Gaia as in this planet. It's called an energy source, a frequency. And when you actually learn how to have love for yourself, you understand boundaries. Therefore, your heart isn't easily as hurt, and therefore it's not easily as guarded. And so you are able to radiate that vibration of love, which is the highest frequency that we can touch. That's why when you look around and you see, things you don't like, ask yourself, I guarantee you it's because there's no love in that person's heart. Or if there is love, they're just going through something. They're in pain. They're in, a moment or whatever to make them react the way they're reacting. I mean, you can go any angle you want to look at it, any branch you want to look at, any department you want to look at, any chair that you want to look at as an officials. If you don't like it, and if you see, it's because they don't have love in their heart the way it should be. They don't have the right intentions. They don't have the right morals. But it all starts from within you loving yourself. Because when you love yourself, you can see what the opposite of love is. You'll be able to see or feel or sense if there's love in that person's heart. I need you to truly understand how much you will be helping the vibration of this planet. People wonder why there's so much animosity and all these things. Well, I mean, it's been written in books and all these other things. The enemy. The spirit. The evil spirit. The evil entity. The evil demonic force that is within a person that does not have a heart full of love. I mean, you can see it loud and clear. So you can't just take it so literal when it comes to the flesh. But when you understand what it is that I'm saying, you understand that you're up against something much more than just what meets the eye. And that's why I say when it comes to a love frequency, the love vibration, if you want to change anything about this planet, that's where it starts. About this world, galaxy, universe, country, state, city, town, the road you live on, it starts with you, and it starts with your heart. It's so powerful that it can literally bring the evilness out in somebody. Why do you think if you're happy and joyful, you can come across somebody that just looks at you a certain way? And you didn't do nothing or say nothing or just minding your own business, but you can just feel the tension because your happiness kills them. It does. It brings the entity. It makes it known. I mean, I had this happen to me just a couple weeks ago. I went to go, talking to somebody, and then all of a sudden they got loud, stern, their voice and everything, like they were yelling at me. And I looked at them, I was like, why are you yelling at me? And I was just happy. I was just, and he has some things that he still hasn't let go from 50 years ago type stuff. You know what I mean? And you could just see that I aggravated something that was in him. I truly didn't understand that prior. I didn't understand why people would be mean when I was trying to be nice. But when they're controlled by something that's outside of their physical vision, and if they don't understand what they're up against, then it takes over them. But when you know how to love yourself, you'll know how to love others just unconditionally. It will make a huge impact, and it is a ripple effect. Literally. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? That's why you're supposed to, fight the good fight with a good heart. Because if you don't, what are you really think that's like winning or something? When it comes up to a fight, it's more like be the one that shines the light in it. You know what I mean? But when you have a heart and you love yourself, you can do that. But you have to pour that into you. Screw having it on one particular subject. Screw having a New Year's goal on one particular thing. That is outside of literally just loving yourself, because everything will follow suit. Once you start putting the energy, the effort, everything you're giving to everybody else, put that into you. I'm not saying abandon people. I'm saying learn how to find the fine line. The fine line of when to say no. The fine line of I need to do this for myself. The fine line of I don't want to do that. This week I'm doing nothing. This week I'm not talking to anybody. If you don't want to answer your phone for a week, don't do it. Whatever you got to do to pour into yourself. Because we need that. This world needs that. We desperately need it. The only way you can fight this battle against air and principalities, which is literally what this whole entire game is about, is starting within yourself, loving yourself, finding yourself, being yourself, and then giving to others. You have got to know when to not give all your energy to others, when to not keep pouring into others. I know exactly what it's like. I'm somebody with a good heart, and it definitely bit me in the butt a few times. Yeah. To the point where I gave people too many chances and got beat up over it. Not physically beat up, but I didn't stop it before it crossed the line. Because I didn't pour all that love into myself. But once I did, no. I'd stop it before it got worse. Somebody wants to talk to me however which way they can? No. Bye. I don't need that. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're family, friends, relationship. No. My peace of mind, you ain't worth it. Me loving myself and you trying to take that from me, that ain't worth it. Because if you loved me, you would love the fact that I love myself. You would appreciate the love that I have for myself, because it's not selfish love. It's just pouring into myself. Because I'm not relying outside of myself for somebody else to satisfy the love I can give myself. Of course I want to give my love to somebody else, and of course I want to feel their love as well. But I can't love them the best I can if I don't love myself. When it comes to 2025, I just really want you to consider what I'm saying, because it's more than what meets the eye. And there's a lot more behind what I'm saying that is beautiful that you can only experience on your own. Because whatever pain, whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is that you've experienced, whatever it is that you're trying to overcome, it starts with putting the love within you. I understand, because that's the only way I was able to overcome the things that I've had to overcome. If I did not do that, it would have kept me down a very dark path of mental torment and torture. And I just wasn't going to do that. I said, I've had enough. Enough is enough. It's time for me to do for me. It's time for me to pour into me. And I just know that there's going to be a lot from the moment I make this video until the first of the new year, 2025. I know there's going to be a lot of stuff yeah. But the only way we can overcome any of this is with everything I'm saying. The enemy can't stand a good heart. The enemy can't stand somebody that can shine because they have love in them. Love is godly. Love is strength. Love is courage. Love is so pure to the point where I think a lot of us never truly experience the purity of it. The only way you can is if you dive completely in. Doing that will bring you to your Maker, and your Maker will cleanse you. Your Maker will make you feel new. I don't care what book says what. I don't care who taught me what. Why? Because I dove deep in to love myself, and I needed questions answered, and they were answered for me. Nobody else could have answered these questions. I mean, yeah, they could have. But that would be me putting my faith in some man. With the questions that I had and the answers I needed, only the Most High can answer those. But that only came from after I dove deep in and poured the love into myself. Doing that put light on some things in my life that needed to be addressed. And that was with the help of the Most High, putting light on that for me, helping me understand what it is I needed to do to get through what I needed to get through. But it all started with finally pouring into myself. Finally just having enough of getting hurt, barely getting what I put in back. You know, me breaking my back while they're barely bending theirs. You get sick and tired of it. But when you go deep in, there are going to be some things that will be brought to the forefront that you will need to address and overcome. But that's for you to love yourself the fullest, to let go of the guilt, to let go of whoever said, because you did this, that's going to happen. All that. That's too much for me. Making it way too complicated. I like simplicity. And when I did what I'm telling you, the creator of all, he made it very simple for me. Man makes it difficult. But he made it very simple for me. He made it loud and clear to me. That's why I'm sitting here talking to you. That's why I'm saying how much it is, how much of an importance it is to truly love yourself. Because the only reason why you don't allow your heart to thrive to its best, fullest potential is because you don't fully love yourself, because you have let others come before you. To the point where to the point where you don't have any energy to love yourself anymore. And that's the whole name of the game, is to find the balance of knowing when to put yourself first, knowing when to draw the line of what you need to do for you. And that's in everyday scenarios. It ain't just one little particular thing. I'm saying it's your life. It's going to be a new year before you know it. And I guarantee you, if you follow through with what I'm relaying to you, by the end of next year, you will see a completely different person when you look in the mirror. And if there is a shift towards this direction in which I'm saying, when it comes to a higher level, amount of people, if a big amount of people do what I'm saying, you will see a dramatic shift in the environment. But it all starts with you. Why? Because we're intertwined with each other. Consciousness and subconsciousness. There's a difference. And there's parts that intertwine. We feed off of each other's energy more than a lot of people know, or I believe a lot of people understand. That's why there's still a lot of confused, hurt, mad, angry. I was there, I done that. How can these people be so evil? But then once you realize that's the enemy, and that's what we're up against, and the only way to beat him is one way. And I've already explained that to you. Just think about it. Sit on it. Contemplate it. Debate it. And whatever you come up with, I hope it is loving yourself. It's not selfish to love yourself. It's greedy not to give your love to others. Yeah. That's greedy. Yeah. Because you don't want to get hurt or whatever. That's greedy. You just got to learn how to have boundaries. Don't ever let anybody hold your heart back. Don't ever let anybody allow you to drain you of the energy to love yourself. It's significant. And it's something we all really, really, really need right now. And with how things have gone and how the tensions have been, and especially after tomorrow, with the new person for the next 4 years, or not so new person, it's going to get rocky. There's going to be turbulence. But the only type of armor that will help you defeat it is the armor of the Most High and His beautiful beings of light that are here to help us. It's just a matter of if you want to embrace it or not. But embracing it involves pouring love into yourself to where your heart is completely healed, to where you can authentically love others unconditionally. In 2025, I really do hope that's your main goal, because it will be extremely beneficial to all of us. Not only do you deserve it, we deserve it. That's the only way to change it. Peace, love, and happiness, y'all. Peace, love, and happiness.